Hey, powerful ones, and welcome to the Power Plan with Tashara. I'm your host, Tashara T.J. Robinson, author and speaker, and I'm here to educate, encourage, and edify you on your life's journey. First things first, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to stay in the know every time I drop a new video, so therefore you have to hit the bell icon as well. Would you mind just double checking it? Even though you may have been a long time subscriber, I'm dropping some new videos more regularly and I don't want you to miss a one. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. So I'm glad you're here today. And today we are going to speak about branding. What is branding and what does it mean to me? Okay, but a little background. I was a former stay-at-home mom of 4 children. I was married for 19 years and I was at home with our 4 children for 17 years. I am now a single divorced working mother. I have been divorced now for 4 years. Throughout that process, I have learned so much really about myself. I did find that I did go inward. I think that's a good thing for a little while, where I had to ask myself questions. How did I end up here? Don't really like it. What can I learn? So I did. I went on a journey of self-discovery, and that included reading a lot of books, listening to different recordings, talking about the mind, the conditions of our lives. So I really went on a journey of self-discovery, and I've come back with so much wisdom, not only that I use consistently today, but wisdom that I want to share with the world. So that wisdom actually matriculated itself to positive sayings that I would post on all of my social media platforms. Then I started, after I would journal, I would do the positive sayings. And then I started thinking, I should probably put this in a book. So I did. I wrote my first book in January of 2018, and it is Power Moms, Persevere, Overcome, Win, Empower, and Restore. 12 stories of moms who found their power to win. That was my first literary project where I participated with 11 other women, and I so loved it. It was a chapter that I contributed to this book, and that chapter really delves into how I came to the decision to leave that marriage. I know, and you know that wasn't an overnight decision. And my first solo project was published in September of 2018. This is From Pitiful to Powerful, and it is on Amazon. One thing I love about this book, first, it's a very quick read, because I'm a process-oriented person. Show me step 1, step 2, step 3. Because I like results, like many of us do. I like action. I love sitting around talking. As you can see, I have a YouTube channel. I love to talk. But at the end of the day, I like results. Show me how to do it, right? So that's why I love From Pitiful to Powerful. So I'll be sure to include the description on how to purchase that book in the description below. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about branding. What is it and what does it mean to me, right? Branding is everywhere. You can turn on your radio, turn on your television, social media. It's all about branding. What is it? Branding, for the sake of our conversation today, simply is a method in which an organization, a group, or even an individual communicates their core beliefs, their core cornerstone, the center of their beliefs and what they want to advertise. That's what a brand is. They are trying to communicate to us, hey, this is who we are. This is what we want you to believe that who we are. So that's what branding is, just in a nutshell, right? So you can think of branding quickly. Think of Nike. What is their brand? The swoosh symbol, their mantra, just do it. McDonald's. Think of the golden arches, and I just remember that song, da 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 da. I'm loving it, right? So these people are communicating a brand to you. These are our core ideals. This is who we are. This is what we are about, okay? Now, what is the purpose of branding? So what? So they have a logo and a mantra. So what? Well, the purpose of branding is to get you to buy in, and literally buy a product, buy a lifestyle, buy into this way of thinking. Branding really is just programming, hypnosis, really. These organizations, companies are wanting to, through repetition, wanting you to believe something about them and believe it such that you act. They want you to act, buy this product, buy this way of thinking, right? So that's what branding is, and that's the purpose of branding, okay? Here's the question. Do you know that you, just as an individual, you have a brand? You do. You are communicating every day what you're about, your core ideals and values, just by showing up. You don't even have to say anything, but you are displaying your brand every day. And just as the companies and the organizations do, you are actually wanting people to buy in to whatever that brand is. So the first question is, what is your brand? Have you sat with yourself and asked yourself that question? What is my brand? Because here's the other thing about branding. Branding is done to attract. Branding is done to attract customers and buyers, right? Investors. That's why they spend so much money on advertising, because people know, companies know that through repetition, this programming will eventually get you to buy some Nike, to buy that car, to go buy that restaurant, right? So you, as an individual, through repetitious behavior, you are putting out a brand. Do you know what you're putting out? Because again, a brand attracts. A brand attracts. So I asked myself that question. Okay, what is my brand? What am I consistently doing? How am I consistently behaving? Therefore, attracting. What am I attracting? I can just look at my brand. Okay, I'm consistently probably overdressed, as I have on this bow decorated dress today. Consistently overdressed. I don't think that's a bad thing, but that's my brand. I tend to generally have an optimistic view of life. I do believe that there are a plethora of options regardless of the situation. I do believe that, I would say those are my probably top three characteristics of my brand, okay? So then, even this, when I go to work, I do believe my brand is, I want to be there. My energy shows that I want to be there. The quality of my work shows that I want to be there. That's my brand. So now I ask myself, okay, what am I advertising then? If that is my brand, what am I wanting people to do? I want people to know Tashara is always ready to be presentable by the way she dresses. Hence that, being overdressed all the time. Tashara can be depended upon to give me a different perspective, a hopeful perspective, okay? I can depend on Tashara because she wants to be here. She wants to be at this job, and she's going to show up with everything. So that is the buy-in that I have solicited through my own branding, right? So think about your brand today. And I do want you to think of yourself as a business, because technically you are. We are our own brand. So when you think about what you are attracting, again, because that's what a brand does, think about, okay, I may not be treated like I want to be on my job, or go through the conditions of your life. Ask yourself the question, what is my brand? Write that down. And here's the cool part. The thing about branding is you can change now through repetition. Okay, I do believe, remember when Coke had one recipe and then they changed it to the new recipe and it was a huge guffaw? Well, guess what? Through repetition, they went back to that old classic Coke, right? So the same with you. If you find that there are some conditions in your life that, I don't really like that, you can change that. You can change that by recognizing what your brand is and then asking yourself, what do you want to communicate to the world around you? And again, you don't even have to talk about it. Just do it. Oh, I can't believe I said that. That was perfect segue, wasn't it? So today we talked about branding. What is it? What is the purpose? And we talked about how you are your own brand. So thank you so much for joining me on the Power Plan today. And remember, you are as powerful as you choose to be. Don't forget to subscribe.